Welcome to Plot Twist Radio, the show where creativity, storytelling, and the unpredictable path of the creative life all collide. I'm your host, Erin Egnatz. Hi, Bobby. Welcome to Plot Twist Radio.
Hello, Erin. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How about yourself?
Very good, thank you.
Great. Before we get going, can you introduce yourself to the audience?
My name is Bobby Bandiera, and I've been playing guitar and singing since I was 13 years old. Nobody likes me, but somehow I have a career, and I'm happy about it. I'm doing well. I'm in my later years, so these days I'm only working 1 and 2 nights a week, but I'm enjoying it. Local bars and all that stuff. My friend Southside Johnny joined me last night. He came in. He lives about 7 blocks from where I work, and I live 7 blocks the other way, and we don't really see each other. We're that close, but he came out last night, and it's a place called the Elbow Room in Bradley Beach, and I got him up. I finally got him out of his doldrums. He's kind of retired. I said, come on, just come out and sing a song here and there. So he did last night. It was fun. It was the audience was pretty startled and had a good time.
I bet. Did it feel like the old times immediately once he was back up there with you?
Yeah, it did. It did. God bless him. God bless us. We've been through everything imaginable as far as music is concerned, but traveling, writing, trying to get a hit song and all that stuff. And I think I look back on my career and I think everything was pretty hunky dory. I think he feels the same way. Everybody wants to be as successful as our other friends from the same area, but no, that doesn't always happen that way. But I'm happy with my life the way it's gone. So, and my career in music. I
You've
think he
had
is
an
too.
excellent one. Yeah,
Yep.
it's very impressive.
Anyway, certainly nice out, isn't it?
Well, I'm in the Chicago area and it's not nice. It's cold.
Oh, it's not nice out there.
No.
It's really nice out here today. I've been to Chicago a million times, and man, it's when it gets cold in Chicago, it's ungodly. Just one of those things. You travel and you see different parts of the world, different parts of the country you live in, and you see stuff like that, and you're like, I want to go home. I think I'm better off going home, New Jersey. But
Yes,
I
and
love Chicago. I love Chicago.
it depends on the day for me.
Yeah. Are you from there originally?
No, I'm originally from Georgia, so
Oh, okay.
Chicago is definitely too cold for me.
Yes. Man, yeah. Georgia. Where in Georgia?
Right outside of Atlanta. Yeah,
I've played there a bunch over the years.
it's a growing area. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've played there a bunch. Played Chicago a million times. Park Place Theater, the Vic Theater. I don't know if it's still there.
It is. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, the Vic is, it's legendary. That's some of the
Gets
best.
paid off. You go out to the blues bars. The Kingston Mines was a place I used to go all the time out there.
Yeah.
And I never made it to Buddy Guy's place, although I would like to have. And maybe I still will. Maybe I'll just drive out to do that.
Why not?
I'll meet you for a sarsaparilla.
Let's do it. I love
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So, as you were just saying, you're in the Jersey area, the Jersey Shore. That is quite the music scene. What do you think people outside of the Jersey music scene don't understand about the bond you guys have?
Um, I don't know that they don't understand the bond. I mean, because over the years there have been places that have become famous on the map from whatever band was doing great at the time. The Doors in L.A. and Jefferson Airplane in San Francisco and Bruce Springsteen from New Jersey. Uh, uh, I think it's been viewed by most of the world because last night I'm working in Bradley Beach. Johnny pops in, but before I got started playing, the owner says to me, "There's people here from Tennessee and from Sweden to see you." I said, "Yeah, that's a good thing. Tell them to come on in." And I didn't. I can't say that I recognized either one of them, but it was fun. They had been so many shows. These guys from Sweden, being over there with Southside. but they view it as, a mecca when they come. Asbury Park, oh my god, that's where everybody used to play, and that's where Bruce came out of, and Southside Johnny's come out of there, and we need to go there at some point, and it's great because it's on the beach, and we'll get rooms and spend a couple of weeks. I don't know if anybody could do that anymore in this economy.
Right.
These guys are here. They were at the club last night. It was pretty funny to see guys from out of town, but, I see it all the time. You know, I don't I'm not playing as much locally as I used to because 'cause I'm kinda rounding third, but, I still see them. They still come out. It's amazing. Some people are here from Spain, people are here from England, people are here from, Scandinavia. It's great. It's great to know that you're still kinda revered in the world of music by people, that, wanna be involved in a place where some great things have happened, and that's not just New Jersey, like I said, LA, Chicago, but, I think, they think of it as one of those places that the mecca of music in some respect, and I think that
Absolutely.
they think of New Jersey. I don't know, they think of me that way, but they sure think of New Jersey that way. The Stone Pony is right down the street from where I live.
Oh,
Every everybody that you've heard of in the last 30 or 40 years has been through that place. Elvis Costello, Cheap Trick. I don't know if many, 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 many bands have come through. Uh, so I've been part of that scene the whole time. I've rubbed elbows with some people I regard as friends. Elvis Costello, I met a couple of times, but I worked with. Let me quell this. Dave Edmonds, I worked with. He played at the Pony, and when I played with him, it's a long time ago now, probably 40 years or more, actually 50, 40, let's say 45 years. Anyway, yeah, this is the place. People know it around the world. Come and
yes.
visit it. Got a beach. It's got
Yes.
great pizza, sausage and peppers. So does Chicago, by the way.
Yes, very
Barbecue,
different. Barbecue.
barbecue. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I haven't been to Jersey in a while. I need to get back there. I love it. I
yeah.
I just love hanging out there. It's one of my favorite places, believe it or not. I love
Well,
it.
people that don't live near the shore, or the coast, I should say, it's an attraction to come and hang out, on the Jersey Shore. It's not, the southern border of France or Italy, but but it's
Right.
it's great.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
great.
it is. It's fun. I love it there. I've always had a great time there. But it's been a while. I'm gonna have to get out there. So you've obviously played with some very big names. What is it like playing with people like Bon Jovi and Springsteen and people along that line?
Like I was trying to say before, living here, it's inevitable that you may rub elbows with some of your friends that you, hold in high esteem. I don't know about Bon Jovi, but Bruce is certainly, but, I had some good times with John. We had some good times together, traveling, touring, all that kind of stuff, and then not so good times, but it's that way with any job. I don't like to look at it as a job. I like to look at it as career, but it sometimes boils down to just being a job. Bruce, on the other hand, I never worked for him in the capacity that I was in his band ever, but we're friends. And he's had kids in school the last 25, 30 years. Uh, so what he'd do, he's been up to play with me at the Stone Pony a million times, Bruce. So that was a lot of fun and hanging out, becoming friends. Come to Patty's birthday party. You're not doing anything Friday. Come up to the Prudential Center in Newark and see the band and blah 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 blah. So friends, not dinner friends by any stretch of the match, but friends. Uh, so he would do these fundraisers for whatever school his kids were in at the time in the last 25 years, grammar school, high school, college, Boston College. And we'll raise some money. We'll do it at the Pony. Put a band together for me. Uh, I'll handle that. Don't worry. Give me the song list that you want to do. He says, well, show me what you got too that you play that people have fun with whatever song it is, you know. And aside from doing Springsteen songs, I don't want to do all Springsteen songs. I am Bruce Springsteen. I'm kind of tired of doing all spring Bruce Springsteen songs. I said, all right, I'll send you a list. He looked down it and he says, we'll do Springsteen songs. I said, okay, okay, fair enough. Give me your list and I'll have the band learn them and we'll pull it together and do it. I must have done 7 or 8 of them with him over the years. He was very kind enough last time, which has got to be 5 years now, at the Stone Pony fundraiser for Boston College, and he he actually enjoyed what I put together band wise because the band was really good, and he was like, "Bah, let me break it down. Come into sound check, Bruce. All right, let's see what we got with the band. We do a sound check 3 hours before the show. Uh, we do the first song on the list. Uh, Bob, Bob, I'm impressed. I was like, okay, glad you like it. Do the second song. Bob, I'm impressed. I'm like, okay, great, great. I'm glad you like it. Third song, Bob. I don't know. He's breaking my onions or what, but it was pretty funny. He liked it. So what he did was people that were filming it with their phones and all, he made a compilation video, and I guess it's about 3 or 4 songs in the video of what we did that night, and I was really surprised. He doesn't do that for anybody. I mean, not that I'm special, I mean, but, uh, I was grateful. I was really grateful that he went so far as to put something together because he thought it was good enough to put it out on YouTube, and
Yeah.
it was fun to see that.
Oh, I can imagine.
And, like I said, playing with Bon Jovi was great. It was fun, had its downside, but, Southside I was with Southside for 26 years. Um, we had our ups and downs. Well, you're gonna have your ups and downs. Being in a band is like being married. You can't be happy every day, every week, every month, and every year. You know, you do the best you can, but something's gonna happen. In any case, we've ended up good friends, and we've been good friends, and that's a good thing. And I worked with Dave Edmonds, worked with Graham Parker over the years. Yeah, it's been a fun ride. I look back and I'm like, pretty good, pretty good.
It sounds like a fun little trip there.
Yeah, yeah. Over the years, I mean, touring with Dave Edmonds, touring with we didn't do much touring with Graham Parker. We played. I remember playing the Conan O'Brien show with him, and we did a few clubs in the area. We did New York. I think we did the Pony too, actually. The Stone Pony right in my backyard. Uh, who else? Darlene Love is a good friend of mine. You know, when she comes to town, I try and go by to say hello, not necessarily to get up and sing or play, just to say hello. Gary Bonds is a good friend of mine. He'll call me. The guitar player can't make it this weekend. Can you fill in? I said, yeah. And then raising money over the years, I've been pretty adamant about trying to give back since my son is afflicted with schizophrenia. So I try and do the best I can to give back. And when I've done some fundraisers at the Count Basie Theater in Red Bank that Bruce has attended and Gary Bonds at Southside without hesitation. Yeah, I'll come by. I'll come by. So they were fun moments in my life. It was a fun ride the whole time. All good.
That sounds amazing.
All
It
good.
really does. And that kind of music, it's just it lasts. And I think that's why so many people are still flocking and seeing, Bruce Springsteen and you guys, coming from all over the world to see you.
Yeah,
Because that's real music and I miss that, I miss that
yeah.
happiness.
I have to agree with you. It is real music, and I'm proud of it. I mean, there's crap coming out from everywhere, even around where I live. It's like, oh my God, don't quit your day job. But I'm happy and proud to say that I've been involved and associated with some great music and great artists.
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you a couple of easy questions.
All
First,
right.
what
I used to dye my hair. I don't anymore. Go ahead.
I still do. Um,
Okay.
Loudest crowd you ever played for?
The wildest crowd?
Yes.
The wildest crowd I ever played for? Good Lord. There've been some. There've been some at the Pony. In 1981, I was playing with a band called Cats on a Smooth Surface was the name of the band at the Stone Pony. And I was playing there every Sunday for probably 2 to 3 years by that point. Uh, and Bruce would come up every Sunday, the summer of '81. It was electric. It was electric. We're a bar band, you know what I mean? We're doing cover songs, maybe a few originals here and there. And Bruce is like, "Wow, you guys are great. You know, you mind if I come up?" I said, "Who are you?" He says, "I'm Bruce." I said, "I'm Bob. Come on up." He had come up, and the whole room, 650, 700 people, were up against the stage. So it was wild to vision and be part of the electricity that was in the room. And it was probably one of the wildest things I remember from the stage. Although I've played on stages across the world to anywhere from 200 to 150,000 people. But that was what stands out in my mind as probably some of the wildest times. The electricity that was in the room when Bruce would come and join us and play. People, they love him here.
Oh yeah.
They love him in a lot of places. I know his politics doesn't agree with everybody. I agree with his politics, but we won't go there. They were the Knights. They were the Knights. Uh, there were some quirky situations over the years. I remember playing in Atlantic City on the beach in the summer with Southside, and I brought my wife and kids. So they're on blankets on the beach, my wife and kids, and we're up there playing. And my wife comes up to the stage, and there's a girl in a bikini that takes her top off in front of me. And I was like, I'm in trouble. I know I'm in trouble. I didn't even do anything. I'm in trouble. And sure enough, is this what happens? I was like, yeah, this is what happens. In any case, that's another wild moment, but not as wild as the electricity with Bruce. But
I could see where that would get you in trouble.
so there's a couple of wild times in the world of music.
Yeah.
Bob Bandiera.
Love it. So do you have like a favorite guitar? My husband told me to ask this question. I know nothing about music, but he's a guitar guy. He said
Oh,
he
is
has
that
a
right? Yeah.
favorite. Yeah.
Favorite guitar?
Yeah.
Hmm. I go in spurts. I've got Gibsons, Fenders, Gretsch's, guitar companies, boutique guitar companies. Sometimes I'll play the Fenders for a month, month and a half. Sometimes I'll play the Gibsons for a month and a half. Les Paul is probably my favorite guitar out of all the guitars. Fender's right up there with it. I mean, a Telecaster, you can't beat it, you know. So Les Paul and a Telecaster are my main go-to, my
Very
main
cool.
go-to guitars.
Awesome. So last question. One musician who made you nervous to play with?
Nervous to play with. Had the good fortune of playing at the White House twice. Um, and it was a fundraiser for the Special Olympics that Eunice Shriver had spearheaded. And her her sons were running it at the time. I don't think she was well enough to be part of it at the time, but what was the question again? I'm
Oh,
sorry. I'm a little stoned from last night's gummy.
you're fine. I get like that. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
What was one musician who made you nervous to play
So here we are at the White House, and we're gonna put this show together. We put the show together starting up here in New York, and we flew down to DC. Eric Clapton was on the show, and I was like, cool. I'm gonna get to meet Eric Clapton. This is great. Sheryl Crow was on the show. Tracy Chapman was on the show. Run DMC was on the show. Anyway, there's a hospitality room behind the stage. The show is going to be televised on a Wednesday night. Wednesday is the dress rehearsal show. The day before, Tuesday, we were ready to start rehearsing everybody that was involved. Eric Clapton, Sheryl Crow, blah 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 blah. Uh, so everybody's dressed down, although we're playing the songs like they needed to be played. And Bon Jovi was part of the show as well. Uh, so here I am in the hospitality room, coffee and donuts and sandwiches, blah 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 blah. Uh, I look up and the whole band is gone. I'm like, oh shit, I got to get on stage. Everybody's went up the stage to rehearse. Um, so I look up and Eric Clapton's getting coffee at the table, and I said, "Hey, Eric." He turned around and gave me like one of these. Didn't say anything. I was like, "Okay, okay then. Just go to the stage, pick your guitar up, and get going here. Let's have music." So the first song was "Please Come Home for Christmas." Bells will be ringing. I had a guitar solo in it. The second song, this was we were doing the song list right from top to bottom, was Eric Clapton. He did "Christmas Tears" by Freddie King. In any case, uh, after the first song was over, he's standing there in the wings waiting to come on to play his song, and he comes over to me. He says, "Hey," I said, "Yo, hey, yo." He says, "Is this the order of the songs? We're actually doing the order." I said, "Yeah, yeah." He says, "Well, how the fuck am I supposed to follow that?" Oh, excuse my French.
Oh, you're
How
fine.
how the hell am I supposed to follow that? I was like, "What?" And the piano player's like, "Hey," so yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, "I learned how to play guitar sitting in my basement listening to your records." And he looked at me, he goes, "Ah, bullshit." He plugged in and we played. But that was pretty I was pretty much in awe. Another time, Southside's road manager, uh, was also working Bob Dylan, and he was at the Beacon Theater in Manhattan, Bob Dylan. He says, "Are you off that night?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Come on up." I said, "Okay." So I go up to the show, and before, like an hour, 2 hours before the show, Bob's in his dressing room, and Herb, the guy who invited me to the show, says, "Come on, I'll take you in to meet him." I said, "No, I've heard stories." He says, "Come on, it'll be a piece of cake." I said, "Great." So we go in. He says, "Bob, this is my friend Bob." He puts the newspaper down, and he does the same thing Eric did. That was it. No words. Oh, nothing came out of his mouth. "Oh, nice to meet you." "Okay, get the fuck out." "All right." Oh, excuse me. The hell out. Anyway, those were a couple of situations where I was pretty much in awe. Who else was I in awe of? There's not a lot that I'm in awe of. I'm better than all of them.
There you go.
But those are a couple of instances.
Oh, those are some pretty big names.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Tom Petty. Tom Petty was on one of the Christmas shows. Asshole.
Really?
So we're back in that same hospitality room. This is the second time I did it. Who was on that show? BB King, Tom Petty. I can't remember who else was on it. Sheryl Crow was on that again. In any case, we're sharing a hospitality room. All the artists and band members are in the same area, small area, maybe hold 30 people. So there were 25 people in the room. It was crowded. And I said, "Hey, how you doing, Tom?" Guess what he did? He didn't want to talk. I was like, "Okay, I'm not here to talk. I'm here to work." You know, but it was kind of an awkward moment. But they say you don't want to meet the people that you're in awe of.
I've heard that quite a
They
few
they
times.
say that you don't want to meet them. So,
Yeah.
in any case,
Very interesting though. And
yeah.
Tom Petty, he was one of those that I was always sad I didn't get to see in concert, but
Oh, you missed a good one.
yeah.
You missed a good one. He was great.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch all of the ones now, as they're touring.
Yeah, before they die too.
Yeah, pretty much before they die or I die, before somebody dies. So
Yeah,
we'll see if I can catch someone. Where can the audience find you? You said that you perform a couple nights a week. You said.
I'm on Facebook. Um, so anybody that needs to know my schedule looks on Facebook. Um, and I'm not. I'm only working 1 or 2 places in the last couple of years, last 5, 6 years, where I used to work 3 and 4 nights a week. But I don't want to work 3 and 4 nights a week anymore.
No.
I'm okay with 1 and 2 nights a week. There's a place in Bradley Beach called the Elbow Room, and there's a place in Rumson called Barnacle Bills. So those 2 places are the places that I've been working in the last few years.
Awesome. Well, I hope to get out there and see you sometime because
If you
I
do
love that.
if you do, send me a text and, I'll meet you and your husband for a beer.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
It's for me. Thank you so much for joining me. I love this.
You're very welcome, darling.
A huge thank you to Bobby for joining me today. Stories like these are exactly why I love doing the show. Not just the music history, but the humanity behind it. Friendships, the moments that remind us why live music matters in the first place. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to follow, rate, and share Plot Twist Radio wherever you listen to podcasts. And as always, keep chasing the stories behind the people you think you already know. Until next time, this has been Plot Twist Radio.